Rare flesh-eating bacteria that can kill in 2 days spreads in Japan. Will it affect the rest of the world? This news is everywhere on the internet. The rare flesh-eating bacteria is actually Streptococcus pyogenes that causes toxic shock syndrome, TSS, cellulitis, necrotizing fasciitis, etc. This already well-known bacteria has got a lot of attention lately as it is being labeled by the media as causing high mortality flesh-eating disease. There is no need to panic. Group A Streptococcus, GAS, or Streptococcus pyogenes is not something new. Its diagnosis, treatment, and prevention are already well established. What is concerning, however, is a significant rise in Streptococcus toxic shock syndrome cases in Japan after the country eased its COVID-19 restrictions. Last year, a total of 941 cases of STSS were reported in Japan. That was a record figure. Data from National Institute of Infectious Diseases reveals that Japan has already recorded nearly 1,000 cases in 2024 alone, surpassing last year's numbers. For travelers planning to visit Japan in the near future, these are worrying statistics. Though the Japanese Health Ministry recently released a statement informing there was no need to panic that it is safe to travel to Japan, it's advisable to practice basic infection prevention measures such as hand hygiene and cough etiquettes, wearing masks. So what makes Streptococcus pyogenes so deadly? Infections caused by Streptococcus pyogenes are highly contagious. Transmission can occur through airborne droplets, hand contact, and nasal discharge, or with objects or surfaces contaminated with bacteria, skin contact with contaminated lesions, or contaminated food sources. The second thing that makes it deadly is that it progresses very rapidly, leading to sudden high fever, severe pain, dangerously low blood pressure, and potential multiple organ failure. So it can be very fatal within 48 hours if not treated promptly. Streptococcus pyogenes can actually cause a spectrum of infections. On the skin, it can manifest pyoderma, cellulitis, impetigo, scarlet fever, where rashes cover up most of the body. And it can also cause pharyngitis and tonsillitis. When the infection spreads through the blood, it can cause necrotizing fasciitis and toxic shock syndrome. So this is a fancy term, so you should be aware of the symptoms of toxic shock syndrome. Number 1, sudden fever higher than 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Dangerously low blood pressure. Number 3, bruising due to low blood platelet count. Number 4, vomiting or diarrhea. Number 5, increased blood flow to the mouth, eyes, vagina, making them appear red. So that's an indication. Muscle aches and body aches also happen. Although Group A Streptococcus GAS is notorious for its invasiveness, but nevertheless, they are universally susceptible to beta-lactam antibiotics, such as penicillin-based antibiotics. Streptococcus pyogenes is rarely resistant to penicillins or cephalosporins. However, there have been several reports of resistance to macrolide antibiotics such as azithromycin and fluoroquinolone antibiotics such as levofloxacin. So, penicillin-based regimes remain recommended for the treatment of GAS toxic shock syndrome. Specialized treatments, strategies like hyperbaric oxygen therapy, HBOT, and intravenous immunoglobulin administration, IVIG, can also be very effective. If this video was useful, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.